Hi friends, this is Dr. Technician, helping you go further, faster in motion graphics. In this video, let's check out how can make this kind of flying object animation using After Effects. If you are new here, consider subscribing. Without further ado, let's get into the video coming up. Alright, let's get started in After Effects. First, create a new composition. Name it Flying Object, or whatever you prefer, and leave the other settings as it is. Next, let's set up the background. In the timeline, right-click and choose New, Solid. Name this layer BG and set the color to white. Click OK to create the background. Now, import your object into the project panel. Make sure it's a PNG file with transparency. Drag the object into the timeline and place it above the background layer. With the object layer selected, press S on your keyboard to reveal the scale property, and adjust the scale to a size that fits your composition. Once you're happy with the size, right-click on the object layer and choose Pre-Compose. Name this new composition Object, and make sure Move All Attributes into the new composition is selected, then click OK. Double-click on the object composition in the project panel to open it, and select the image and press S to open Scale property. Then reduce the scale value slightly. Now press R to open the rotation property. Make sure the time indicator is at the very beginning of the timeline. Set a keyframe on rotation here, then change the rotation value to 1. Move the time indicator to the 4th second, and change the rotation value to 0. This will create a smooth anti-clockwise rotation of the image. Once you're done, return to your main composition. Alright, let's get into the next step. First, move the time indicator to the beginning of the timeline. Then select the object, press P to reveal the position property, and mark a keyframe, then move the image to the side, wherever you want it to begin. And drag the time indicator forward to the 4th second. Move the image to the opposite side of the screen. This will automatically create a second keyframe. Then move the time indicator back to the 2 second. And add another keyframe right in the middle. Select all 3 keyframes, press F9 to convert them to easy ease. Open the graph editor, select the center keyframe, and adjust the motion graph like this. It's good to me. Now, let's add a little variation to the motion path. Choose the pen tool, click on one of the path points, and drag it downward slightly to bend the path. Do the same with the center point. Adjust it to create a more interesting arc. Perfect. Now, let's add some effects to our object. First, move the time indicator forward, so we can clearly see the object in the composition panel. Make sure the object layer is selected. Next, go to the Effects and Presets panel and search for CC Cylinder. Drag the CC Cylinder effect onto the image. You'll notice the layer immediately transforms into a cylindrical shape. In the Effect Controls panel, increase the radius value until the cylinder appears almost flat. That's the look we want. Now open the rotation settings for the CC Cylinder effect. Move the time indicator back to the beginning of the timeline, positioning it so the object is still visible. Enable keyframes for X rotation, Y rotation, and Z rotation. Then set the values for X rotation, 1 plus 60, then Y rotation, 1 plus 200, and Z rotation, 1 plus 150. Perfect. Now, move the time indicator forward and place it right here. Then change the X rotation to 2 plus 75, the Y rotation to 2 plus 150, and the Z rotation to 2 minus 150. Now, let's preview the animation. Perfect. Next, press U on the object to reveal the keyframes that were created. Select the last rotation keyframes and drag them to the 4-second mark. Then select the first keyframes and move them to the beginning of the timeline. Now we need to make a few adjustments. We have to remove this light from the image. Expand the light and shading options under the cylinder effect. Reduce the light intensity to 0 and set the shading ambient value to 90. It's looking good. Next, let's add another effect, Wave Warp. In the Effects and Presets panel, search for Wave Warp and drag it onto the object. You'll see it instantly change into a wave shape. Now, go to the Effect Controls panel and find the Wave Warp settings. Increase the wave width value to 125. Perfect. Now let's add a shadow to this object. Search for Drop Shadow and apply it. In the Effect Controls panel, reduce the shadow opacity to 25%. Adjust the direction to point this way. Increase the distance to around 125. And set the softness to 50. Great. Play it back to see the final result. Perfect. This way we can add more objects to the composition. Simply duplicate the object composition and import another image into it. Adjust its position path so it follows a different motion than the first object. Then, open the cylinder effect settings and change the rotation value to give this new object its own unique movement. Anyway, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more After Effects tips and techniques. This is Dr. Technician, helping you go further, faster in motion graphics. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep crushing it. We will talk soon.